Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Train to Busan, and let's get into this. This movie stars Yu Gong, Soo An Kim, Yoo Mi Jung, Dong Seok Ma, Woo Sik Choi, So Hee, and Yoo Sung Kim. So it's a South Korean film, so that's why the names are like that. So I'm pretty sure I butchered the name, but let's get into this. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. For those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up, so for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you fair warnings as usual I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rates. So basically, this is basically Snowpiercer's with zombies, South Korean version. Basically, you have this one family, it's a father and a daughter, and they're trying to go to Busan, the Busan district in South Korea. And all of a sudden, the zombie apocalypse decides to happen on this train, and you have our group of survivors, which is this father and daughter, this husband and wife, and the wife is pregnant, this one baseball player with his girlfriend, this one douchebag rich guy, this businessman who's a douchebag, and the train conductor, one of the train employees who are there as well, like the ticket people, and these two elderly sisters as well, so that's 11 people, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Two elderly sisters, and like this one druggie, basically. So you have, that's basically our core group. Give or take, depending on the situation, that's essentially our core group. So it's 12 people, and you have these 12 people, and they're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse on this train as they're headed to the Busan district, which is where the safe zone is. And holy shit, many people are comparing this to Snowpiercer, which I definitely see the comparison. Snowpiercer is on a train, and it's in a post-apocalyptic landscape. This is in a what's about to be a post-apocalyptic, but still, you're in this apocalyptic situation on a train. So I see the comparisons, and in that, many people are saying that this is either really brilliant or really bad, and that's what I kind of have a problem with, because unlike Snowpiercer, they're both great movies, by the way, but you can't really compare Snowpiercer besides the fact that they have similar themes. Post-apocalyptic, you have them both on the train, and you have druggies, and both that's really as far as, and they're both from South Korean directors, if I'm not mistaken, and that's really about it. I mean, aside from that, you can't really compare much, and that's really critically what the critics are saying. Is that's what critics are saying negatively about this movie when comparing it to Snowpiercer. It's pissing me off because I don't really see comparison. There's really no reason to compare because it's not a remake. It's just a movie has similarities to another movie. Get over it. And there's my rant on that. Okay, now back on to Busan, Train to Busan. What did I think of this film? It was great in my opinion. I really like this, and apparently this is the second film in a mini film series. The first film actually came after this, so it's kind of weird because they kind of have the prequel. So this movie came out, I think, in September. I believe in September. And this movie came out first, and then they had the sequel to it, or technically the prequel that came out in October, and it's called Soul Train now, which I'm actually trying to find Soul Train now to see how it is, and it's made by the same director. The only difference is that this one's animated with different characters, which is pretty interesting because the director, this is actually his first live-action venture, and it was fantastic in my opinion. I think for live-action venture, fantastic, man, great. But given the fact that the prequel or the sequel or whatever, the other one in this film series, Soul Train, is animated, I really want to see it. It looks cool. I saw the trailer to it, and it looks great in my opinion. You kind of do get a cameo from the druggie in this film. You kind of do get a cameo from him and the animated feature that is supposed to be come as a companion piece to it. So it's pretty cool in my opinion. But this movie is great. Like the special effects are really cool in my opinion, and the zombies, they're kind of like the 28 Days Later type of zombies where they're all fast and they're fidgety. So they're like like that, like the World War Z, 28 Days Later, I Am Legend type of zombies. So they're kind of like that, and it's pretty cool in my opinion. I do like the makeup for them. They all look pretty cool in my opinion. And also some of the deaths here are pretty graphic. Like you have these zombies, and granted, we've seen some of these deaths with 28 Days Later and I Am Legend and whatever, where it's just like the zombie kind of going on top, and they're crazy. So they're kind of going on top, and the best I can describe it is like that one airplane scene in World War Z. It's kind of like that where the zombies kind of just pounce on you, and you kind of get your ejector stripped out and whatnot. But overall, like, here's the thing: does it add anything to the genre aside from the train? Not really. It doesn't really add that much to the genre. So, which in that aspect, it is a bit disappointing. But it is still a really entertaining film with actually a lot of heart, and I really do like that. You have a lot of people who sacrifice themselves for the greater good, which at the end turns out to be the pregnant girl and the little girl. So, yeah, there is one thing though. I do feel like there are some deaths that are a bit unnecessary, and they're really just there to explain either A, why characters become so fucked up at the end, or B, why the characters, why, or just to show that this one character is douchebag. And I really just like that. Some of these deaths are unnecessary. Like there's this one death where at first glance it looks kind of cool, but not. But when you think about it, the reason behind it's not really there. So you have the two sisters, the two older sisters, and they both get separated. So one of them is with our core group with the man, the daughter, and the pregnant wife, and the two baseball players and whatnot. And then the other sister is with the rich business guy, the conductor, and some let's just go extras, some fraud or whatever. And so one of the sisters dies, and she's behind this door, and the zombies can't eat you if they don't see you, type of thing. So if they sense there's movement there, they're going to go after you. But since they don't know there's movement in there, they're not going to go after you. So she opens the door. It's basically kind of a suicide thing. And at first it was like, oh crap, that happened. But at the same time, there's really no reason behind it besides the fact that she just got depressed for a reason, granted. But she kind of just got depressed, and the fact that nobody saw it till like when it was happening, it made no sense. So there was that. Then the other death that I felt was kind of unnecessary was the one cheerleader baseball girl. Her and her boyfriend basically they're trying to cross this train because they're at the train station. They're just trying to get to the military side, and the one douchebag businessman, he pushes the girl to the zombie. So he wants to sacrifice her so he could he's trying to do whatever he can to survive. And she gets bit, and I'm like, okay, that all it really shows is the fact that he's gonna do anything he does to survive. Which we already knew that because literally about 10 minutes earlier, he pushed the train conductor in front of a zombie. So it's like literally the same thing. And all it really did was, okay, you killed off two more characters for no real reason, in my opinion. And I mean that's really one of my flaws with this movie. The fact that those two characters died for like no reason. I mean, overall, it is a great movie. There are a few flaws with it. It is a bit slow towards the beginning, but aside from that, it is a flawed movie in a sense. Like, it is a bit generic at times and whatever, but it's still a really fun movie, and I really did enjoy it. And overall, it's a great movie, and yeah, it's definitely better than Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. So yeah. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's a really great movie. I really want to see the sequel to this, the Soul Train. Really want to see how that is. I heard that's also a really good movie. And hopefully they have a double pack where it's Soul Train and Train to Busan or some crap like that. And yeah, overall, great movie, and that's basically it for now. Subscribe, comment down below, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.